Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I am Chris Chaos here with the 411 for SmackDown Live, Glendale, Arizona. I thought it was a great show. Let's just jump right into it. Kevin Owens comes out, starts the show with a promo, as he should. This is a great opening for the show. I want to bring one thing that he said to light, because it's something I've heard in wrestling for years. Now, the words and the verbiage here, it's not exactly the same as it's always been used, but the intent is the same. I like and respect Vince, and look what I did to him. If I'll do that to someone who I respect, what do you think I'm going to do to somebody that I don't? Kevin Owens talking about Shane. I've heard this several times over the years. It's not overused. It gets to the point. And I love it. I love it. That's a little old school for me. Of course, Sami Zayn comes out, tells him he's lost it. It just looks like they're about to kill each other, or they want to, which that's what we want to. We want them to kill each other. In a perfect world, and there's only one other rivalry, maybe two, that I could see in the history of wrestling. And there's actually, if I really thought about it, there's probably like 10 or 12. But for the purposes of this, I see two, other than this one, that if these two guys were going at it and they actually killed themselves wrestling, the business would be better off for it. Because I feel like that's how they want to go. They want to go fighting each other. That would be like the perfect way for them to pass on from this earth. Now, I hope to God that never happens. And please, God, don't let that ever happen. I don't want to be a prophesier of that. By no means. But I'm just saying. And the business would be better off for it. I'm just going to say that. That's the way I feel. Baron Corbin and Ty Dillinger. Baron wins by countout. I don't really like how they're booking Baron. He challenges AJ for the title at Hell in a Cell. He's getting it. So, AJ was on commentary, which I always like. And then Jinder comes out and does his Shinsuke shtick. And, it's funny. He's like, well, did I go too far? Let's ask Shinsuke. I personally still don't think he went too far, and he did not even go near far enough tonight. He's a heel. He needs heat. He's got heat because Shinsuke is massively over. So there's really not a whole lot anymore that he has to do. But any more that he does do is just better for him. And it's actually better for Shinsuke too, because the more over he makes Shinsuke, the more they're going to hate him, the better this works out for the both of them. By the way, I don't like that Shinsuke hit the Kinshasa, but I also don't like the fact that Jinder kind of no-sold it. Go back and look at the video footage. He really kind of no-sold it. I mean, that's his finisher. No matter because Jinder is not beat down and wore down and ready to be pinned, but still, you should still respect and put over the finisher. If somebody hits you with a finisher, you should at least sell it for a little bit and then move on. What should have happened is he should have hit him with the Kinshasa. He should have rolled out, the Singh brothers around him trying to wake him up, and then we go to commercial. That's the way it should have been booked, but it wasn't, so whatever. Hype Bros versus the Usos. Usos win. It was a good match. Of course, I love tag team wrestling, so that's that. And then the match was made official for Hell in a Cell. Now, we already had the tag title match, but it is officially happening inside Hell in a Cell. Usos, New Day. Book it. Mark it down. I am extremely happy. I'm going to take the win. Now, because I've said this for a month and a half, that this needed to happen. Now, I personally, I'm going to ask, I'm going to reach and stretch for, as you give me a mile, I'm going to go for 10. I want to see this main event the show. I want to see Hell in a Cell close with this match. Now, granted, I don't think it's going to happen, but let's be honest and let's be real for a second. They were on the pre-show on SummerSlam. And they stole... There was not a better match on the entire card than that. I think everybody can agree with that. That was the match that stole the card, and it wasn't even on the actual pay-per-view card. It was on a pre-show. I know, they're both on the network. They're both... you're paying for both. What difference does it make? Well, I have a different mentality than a lot of people that might be watching this. I tend to side with the workers because I've been in that situation and I've been in the ring and I know what guys, the drive and everything that they have. So, and then when they did the Sin City thing, the Sin City Street Fight, it was like, it wasn't even in the second hour. It should have actually closed the show, but didn't. So, and I forget what closed the show that night. But anyway, I want to see this close the show because these guys deserve the respect that they need. Charlotte beats Carmella. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot there. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great by no means. Again, that's on Carmella. Timing issues, just for me, personally. And then Natty cuts a bad promo, which her delivery was just off tonight. I don't understand. And then you hear the gong. We come back from commercial. Of course, I'm looking on my phone, not paying attention to the commercials, because God forbid I need to buy anything that they're trying to sell me. I'm looking, and I'm scrolling, and I'm whatever. I might have been playing a game or something, and all of a sudden you hear a gong. And then you hear a second gong, and then I go, that's Dolph. That's Dolph Ziggler. Really? Dolph's going to come out as The Undertaker now? Really? Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I'm not mad at it. People on Twitter wanted to see CM Punk. They were dying for him to do CM Punk the last several weeks, and he didn't do it, and it looks like he's not going to unless he was to pull it out at the pay-per-view. I wouldn't do it, but that's just me. Bobby Roode comes out. We're finally going to get the match that we all have been kind of, talking about behind WWE's back, and they've been, of course, this has probably always been the plan anyway, Dolph and Bobby at Hell in a Cell, so that's good. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, look, these guys have got money. They're just money together at all times. What I will say is I don't understand, there was no announced winner, which is dumb. I mean, obviously, Kevin Owens should have won this by like knockout or TKO, not a knockout, but a TKO, like a technical knockout. That powerbomb on the apron, that shit has to be gimmicked. I don't care what anybody says, because I know how the rings are constructed, and you can't take those moves like that all the time. And he's probably taken half a dozen or more. I don't know how many he's probably taken at house shows when they were working all the time. So I don't love that. That has to be gimmick though. But anyway, Kevin was about to he put the chair around Sammy's neck and was about to run him into the post when here comes the money, apparently. And then Kevin, with the chair still around Sammy's neck, throws him at Shane. It looked like the chair hit him. The chair's the four legs sticking out. So it's like you've got these projectiles coming at somebody's face. Now, personally, I don't like this. I think it's bad. I think it's really, really, really bad because of how dangerous that shit is. But I have to take a step back. They probably rehearsed it. I'll let it go. Kevin bolts. Shane gets in the ring. It is what it is. So, next week, the go-home show for SmackDown Live for Hell in a Cell. I kind of want them to bring the cell. I kind of want them to do the cell and put it up just because they never do that. But they did it with the Punjabi prison, so we'll see what we get. Anyway, you got to think that these two guys are going to get their hands on each other. By the way, something that I failed to mention, I kind of want to see Sammy turn heel at Hell in a Cell and help Kevin Owens win. I think it would be interesting, to say the least. course, that's just my take on it, and we'll see how that works out. Anyway, so that's all I've got. Thanks for watching, and I will probably see you guys next week, unless something else breaks this week, and it's pro wrestling. Come on, something's liable to break. Something that I have to talk about is liable to come up. So, if it does, I'm here, and I'll see you guys then. Until then, deuces, as always, and chaos is out.